Hey YouTube, so this is the other guy coming to you today. So if you've been following me, I have a 2000 Toyota Tundra. So recently, if you've been following me again, I've replaced both of my axle seals. The reason was because one of the bearing gave way and it started leaking and the bearing went bad. And so I replaced the bearing, replaced the seals. But what it is it's developed a leak on both sides of my axles, and that's coming out of my inner seals. Okay, so I know my job, I know what I did is correct, and it cannot possibly be a bad installation on my behalf. So my conclusion to this is that I have a bad vent valve on the axle housing. So basically how it works is that when you start driving your truck and the differential inside the housing starts to rotate, it starts to heat up the air inside, and with heat dissipating into the little space inside, the air starts to expand. Okay, and that little valve allows the expanded air to go outside, and if that valve is clogged, the air has nowhere to go out but the area of least resistance, and that's out both sides of the seals, and that's how that's why my seals are leaking. So in today's episode, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be replacing that little valve. Okay, so this is the differential valve here. If you don't know where it is, it sits on top of the axle housing. Okay, and that's the part number right here. It's 924-262. It is a Dorman brand. Okay, you might ask me, why not a Toyota dealer brand, a Toyota brand? I just don't have time to go to the dealer, so I went to the local parts store to pick this thing up. Now I'll show you how this thing works. Okay, so let me open this up. Okay, so this right here is a valve. Okay, so if I blow it out, it should allow air to go out. But if I suck this thing in, okay, with my mouth, it should close. Watch. So I don't know if you can hear that. There, that's the air going out. But if I were to suck it in, it's not going in. So I know this thing works. So I believe my old one in there in my truck is stuck, either open or closed, and it's not working anymore. So let's go and replace that. All right. Okay, so if you can see here, the oil is leaking here, the gear oil, and you can see a drop of oil here. So it's been leaking for a while, and I didn't notice that until recently. Now this is the driver's side, or the passenger side, and this is the driver's side. It's not leaking here, but it was leaking earlier. Okay, so that's where the vent is, if you can see there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be replacing this. So you take a deep socket, and it is a 14mm deep socket right here, and all you do is loosen it. That's that. Okay. Oop. We take out the new one and we screw it in. There. And that's it. Okay. And that's how you do it.